So I've already cracked my eggs. This is 4 large brown eggs. I use the farm raised free birds, free range, the ones that run around and lay them wherever they want. Yeah, so. And at Walmart, it really isn't a big difference, actually. Maybe $1 difference. Okay, so what I'm going to do differently here, I'm just making sure it's mixed. And I use the yolks for this, and sometimes I will use just a couple extra yolks and not the whites to make it a little bit thicker, because the way I'm going to actually make my omelet. Let me put that back there. And we're going to do it really, really thin. So you are going to want this pretty hot. Let it warm up a bit. You're going to want it pretty hot. Let me see. Come on, baby. I wonder why it's not hot yet. Alright, maybe I just never needed it to heat up so quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it really, really thinned out so I could roll it or wrap it. Kind of like the Asian style omelets. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to do this, and you're going to kind of do a circular motion like that. Just do a circular motion. Just get it out to the edges. And then you don't want to do it too much, because, oh my goodness, get back in there, baby. Because you're going to want it to have a little bit of egg in the middle so you can add your cheese and stuff. So I like to add my cheese first. I'm going to do some organic cheddar, organic white cheddar. And then I'm going to do some extra sharp cheddar. And then right now is when you want to turn it down a bit. So I'm going to take it back down to 275. You just want it hot in the very beginning. This is how I do it. You want it hot in the very beginning. I have my griddle at 420 something, just so it doesn't spread out too much and it kind of locks it in. So now I'm turning it down. Turn down your heat, turn down your heat. I'm adding my chicken. I'm adding my chicken. And yeah, so what am I going to be using for enchilada sauce? This is the paste picante, and remember I said quick, easy. I'm not making my own salsa. Usually I do, but this is a good go-to. It's good on the max. And this is the medium. It tastes really good with the medium. And what I do is I put it back in here, but I stuck it in my personal blender. I actually blended until it was smoothed out. So this is smooth. I blended it in my personal blender once again. There's no chunks whatsoever. All right. And this is a different view as far as my view. So forgive me if, you know, I'm kind of off right now where I'm at. Stuff like that. Because I'm going to actually roll it this way. So, you know, it'll all come together. So once again, this is all blended. And I'm going to be replacing my regular enchilada sauce with this. Because I don't want, you know, the regular red sauce. That tends to be, you know, depending on which one you get, it does have a little bit of bitterness to it. Some of the red ones do. And it just has that different taste. Especially the ones made with the Mexican unsweetened chocolate and stuff like that. So I'm not going for that taste. I'm going for something like, you know, maybe Tex-Mex, brunch, you know, just doing whatever. Whatever tastes good. Alright, so I'm going to use a little bit of cracked black pepper because, once again, these are just scrambled eggs. I actually just scrambled them in the bowl myself. I did not add salt or pepper yet because I want to do it now. Just a tiny bit because it's so thin, you don't want to overdo it. Alright, so it looks good. It's melting. Now, it's on right now, 275. You could do it lower. It depends on your heat and what you're using to cook. I'm going to kind of ramp it up to 375 now. And we're going to do this. We're going to roll it. I'm going to fold it. Fold it, roll it, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so see right there? We're going to flip it like that. And we're going to let this baby do its thing. We don't want to move it too much because it might crack open. It happens sometimes. Maybe life's not perfect. And you know, you want a cracked up omelet. It's all good. It's still going to taste good. So what we're going to do is we're going to add cheese. Oh, not no chicken on top. What you doing? Trying to look all fancy and stuff now. I'm trying to look all fancy now, man. I got a camera, okay? We're going to put a little bit like that. And then I'm going to put a little bit more sauce. Because this is an enchilada. And I'm telling you, instead of putting the cold salsa on there, put it in your blender. Use your handheld one. Whatever you got. The big blender, whip out the Big Daddy. You know, whatever you got going on. Get it out. If you don't want to blend the whole jar. You know what? I actually like it blended better with everything. So I've been doing that ever since I had my personal blender. And for years, before I even had one actually. Okay, so yes, my cheese is seeping out. I already know, I see it. I see it coming. But it doesn't matter because we're just going to flip it like that, baby. We're going to be adding some more cheese on here. Come on. Don't do that. Alright, so I am going to try to make a second one. Alright. Let's move this. I don't want to break it, okay? That's just how I am. When it comes to omelets, I don't like it. I didn't wait. I was excited because I'm hungry. I worked out, you know. I'm starving. So, you know, I got a little bit over anxious and excited and my mouth is watering. Because I went a little bit too quickly with the wrapping. Because I'm actually hungry. I did have a really good workout, so. I took a shower. You know, I did my thing. And now I'm ready for dinner now. So, we are going to ramp it up a notch. Alright, so we're going to kick it back up to 420. That's the hottest my griddle will go. And we're going to move you to the side, baby. Because you know what? We're having two of you. Alright. And once again, this is 4 eggs. And we are going to touch that. Because I could do that. Don't ever try it. And if you're a kid or you're not familiar with, you know, cooking in the kitchen and you're not familiar with this kind of stuff, you know, don't try that. And especially if you're, you know, underage and you shouldn't be in the kitchen, you better have a parent with you and or an adult. I just want to get that, you know, get that said and done because we don't want people burning their fingers up saying, I seen Shelly do it on TV. No, I'm messing around. So I do not recommend that for anyone to do. I only do it because I'm familiar with this cooking device and I've been cooking for years. So don't try it at home, kids. Don't try it, adults. I don't recommend that for anybody. Alright, so we are going to, oh, baby, baby, baby. See, I went too quick. I went too quick. I went too quick. Come on, come on. And this is how you do it, you know. Just keep on moving. Keep on moving. I did it too fast because I should have waited for it to heat up a little bit more. And it doesn't matter. Come on, just do your thing. Just keep it up. Keep it up. Baby, get back in there. Get back in there. You're not going anywhere. Alright. And it doesn't even have to be perfect, you know. So there we go. And a little bit more chata. And I don't care if it's kind of, you know, transparent. We're just going to stick our stuff up in there. There we go. Alright, I ramped it up a little bit. And while this one on the side is actually cooking, it's going to cook to where the little salsa on top and or my enchilada hack sauce enchilada hack sauce. Hey, that sounds kind of good. Okay. I'm not going to do what I did last time. I really do make these probably mostly on Sundays, once in a great while, when I want something besides my breakfast drink that I drink all the time. Sometimes I'll want something like this, you know, just for brunch, lunch, or maybe breakfast on a Sunday when I have, you know, the extra time to make one. And, you know, I do use the green enchilada sauce too. Sometimes I'll make my own out of tomatillos, but sometimes I don't, and I'll get the canned. And I'm actually going to share that one too because it's kind of different than this one, and I'll share it soon. So if you want to do something nice for someone or just yourself, you know, I'm single, you know, this is just for me. If you have a family, if you have kids, if you have someone you just want to make something special for, and be like, hey, breakfast in bed, baby. Who knows what's going on in the world? I don't. But try this out. It's really good. The green salsa one, I don't know. I'm torn between the green salsa and this one. I like them both, so it's kind of hard to choose. I got off camera for a minute because I couldn't figure out why my griddle was not heating up so quickly. It's because the actual plug is upside down when I plugged it in. So I was actually turning the heat down instead of turning it up. But the way it is set up and the way the actual plug-in looks, like you can't tell the difference if it's upside down or not. It just looks like, you know, you got it on a certain number. So I'll explain it later, maybe in the next video, how it looks. I'll show it. But yeah, so I had it on 420, but it was actually on warm because they're so close together. Okay, let's do this. All right, that's what we want right there. You hear that? Finally, let's crisp you up, baby. And this one's done, baby. See? All right. And let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. Oh, that's what I wanted this for. It's because of the zoom. And yeah, my enchiladas aren't perfect, okay? Not today. I mean my omelet enchiladas. And I don't know if they're ever going to be perfect. As long as they taste good, that's all I care about. So, they look pretty darn good to me, I'll tell you that, baby. Alright, so this one, I guess I will add some salt. I wasn't going to. And a little bit of cracked black pepper. And my enchilada hack sauce. I kind of like that. It sounds pretty good. My enchilada hack sauce. I better get that patent. My enchilada hack sauce, baby. Alright. Alright, warm it up, baby. Alright. Now, since it's all good and going, I'm going to turn it down to 200. Calm it down a bit. We don't want nothing to burn. But you always want your griddle and or pan on a higher medium heat. Not all the way high, but high enough to where you could put the eggs on and they stay in place. And you use whatever you're going to use. I do recommend using a spoon like I did, a silicone one. And you gently rub the middle and spread it out to where it's going outwards. That's the best way to do it, to make them really thin and easy to work with. And yeah, so next time, this is like, you know, the first time I'm using this camera and stuff like that. And I'm starving to death, so, you know, this video is coming out the way it is. But I'm going to be making the green enchilada ones too, coming soon, because they're really good. And I'm torn between the two. I don't know which one I like better. So I'm going to have to do both videos. Hell yeah. No, I'm playing. Okay, so I'm going to let this one cook a little bit, but I'm going to take this one off. And I don't want to break it. So I'm going to kind of readjust this just for the plating and the video. I'll be back because I'm going to plate it up in a minute. And they're basically done. You just want to make it done to where your eggs are done and everything's melted and your enchilada sauce is warmed up on top and or hot. So what I'm going to do now is just hit it with a little bit of cracked black pepper on top because I want that on the avocado. And just aiming for the avocado just a little bit, barely a twist. A tiny bit of sea salt. Alright, so if you want to add anything else, you can. You could have some of this on the side. You could have some of this, you know, on the side if you want. Or you could even have some pico de gallo. Anything you have, you know, go for it. But this is it right here. This is so good. You will love it if you try it. So, alright, I just wanted to see how this looks in the view. Looks pretty damn good to me. Alright, there we have it. And I'm going to do a little bit of a taste test because, you know, I always do. And I'm half starving, ready to eat. Alright, and I'll show you how it looks on the inside. So it's very thinned out, the egg. So you're not going to get like a whole bunch of egg taste. It's not going to overpower everything inside. And it's just a perfect way to enjoy these, you know, flavors together. Let me see. Yep, there we go. Mmm. Here we go. Nice and thin. So when you get that cheese and that chicken and that sauce, and the hint of the omelet taste, the egg, everything is just, you know, working together and serving its purpose. So if you make it too thick, it's not going to taste the same. Everything's just, you know, doing its thing. Alright. I'm going to have to set my focus, I think. Yeah, so this is the first time actually making a video. And I'm really happy with my new camera. So I'm looking forward to making more with it. And yeah, so look forward to maybe my next video like this. It's going to be the green sauce enchilada, which is totally different. It has a different twist, but it tastes good with the green sauce. And I have to share that one too because they're both very delicious. All right. I'll see you guys later.